Hello, good evening. Here we are with the SAS Enterprise Miner again. Last video we saw how SAS Enterprise Miner can be used. The explore function can be used to do some uh, pattern discovery and exploratory data analysis by taking a look at the histogram, looking at the trading patterns, and using the box plot to see each bank stocks how the trading pans out in the for the given time series. In this case, what we are going to do is we are going to choose again like before, we are going to choose random rows and maximum rows. We are going to apply that so that we get the proper representation of the parameters, the sample which represents the entire population. We have taken the bank data set over here, comparing just the bank from the from the three business segments, like we did similar to the last video. In this case, we are going to take a look at how simple as line chart we can make use of to find the slope and the trends of the trading pattern, and if you can see something interesting as we go on with these video series. There is more and more exciting and interesting stuff that we will be able to uh, see, which I will be able to share with you. So it will be a very nice overview. So here we choose line for the line plot, and then we choose the buy price. So we are going to look at the correlation between the buy price and the sell price of the stocks. That's what we are going to do. That how does it vary through the day, because there is a separate buying price and then separate selling price, so it gives you the comparison between the demand supply, between the people who are willing to offer the price they are willing to offer to buy and price they are willing to take to sell the shares. So that is it kind of sets the tone for the equilibrium in the demand supply. That's what we are going to see if we can see some pattern. So we are going to choose the buy price X as a X axis for public bank. X stands for public bank, Y stands for RHB, and then we are going to take a look at the sell price of the same, and we are going to assign it to the Y axis, and then we will finish off without too much of cosmetics on the plot, and then we would like to see what we see. And here we see that the plot is pretty over the period of time. This is the variation that it shows, that the selling price is range bound from 21 Malaysian ringgit to 24 Malaysian ringgit, and the buying price is range bound from 21 ringgit to 26 ringgit. Now, this is the correlation between sell and buy. What we would see over here with the rising trend is as the selling price increases, meaning to say the customer who wants to sell are asking for more price, the buying price also increase. So this trend is a linear good trend, telling that there is a demand. So the buyers are willing to pay the sellers whatever price they want. And with the negative slope over here, you can see that the selling price is high, which is close to say 23, 23 and a half, 23.76, and at that point the buy price is 23 point sell price is 23.78 and buy price is 23.76. But the trend is inverted, as you can see. So there is a little bit of a traction in which the sellers are demanding for higher price, but the buyers may or may not be willing to give that price. Eventually, when the trade happens, there has to be some kind of a, but this is a falling trade, which is the prices are softening. So you can see over here that the demand is softening. That is what it means, meaning it's either the buyers are going out of the market or the sellers are going out of the market. It can mean either way. And then we return back to the trend on this side where the gradient again picks up, wherein the buyers and sellers both return to the market. Now this falling inverted trend has to be again read in conjunction with the volume that you see, which will tell us whether who is leaving the market, whether it is the sellers leaving the market or the buyers leaving the market. Now one interesting thing that we can see over here is if we could select this discontinuity that we see in a linear plot. Sorry. Um, so we just try to do action mode, viewport, and then in viewport we try to enlarge this, and we enlarge, and what do we see is that suddenly there is a discontinuity in the trend at this point where it changes its slope upwards, then it becomes flat, and then there is a spike over here which tells that at the same buy price there has been series of different selling prices, and then you again see that there is an upward trend which breaks from the actual trend and which also has a different slope actually, and then it tries to return back with a sharp vertical decline that it comes down, in which you have several selling prices at the same buying price, and then it becomes regular, matching to the previous trend. So these are some areas of discontinuity that are interesting that you notice in a very simple plot like this, uh, that in a very simple plot like this, which is not too complicated, but it tells us a lot of story. So this is how we can use the line plot for performing the exploratory data analysis to find uh, the discontinuities and the regularities in the trading pattern of the time series stocks. Here we have done the correlation between selling price and buy price, but uh, anybody can use any other attributes to do the correlation depending on their area of interest. So that's about in this video. In the next video, we will touch upon the arbitrage. How do we leverage or take advantage of the arbitrage uh, opportunities available in the market, and how do we make use of the exploratory data analysis of SaaS Enterprise Miner to identify those opportunities. So until the next video, thank you for now.